driving right down the field. It took them 8 plays and 59-yard drive. They had a big third down completion of 14 yards to Drake George, and then a nice run by, I believe it was George again.
Picked up a first and Harris.
And then Harris scored the touchdown as it was another pass play to George. There you go.
Right, yep.
As 2 pass plays to Drake George, and Calvin Harris capped it off with a 6-yard touchdown run. The Bobcats went for 2, and they got it. They lead it 8-0 as Sergeant Bluff Luton with their first drive of the game. That started back at their own 15-yard line. They've got a first down here. They're out to the 31, but it is 3rd down and 7. There's 6 yards to go for the Warriors here. Shotgun formation. The quarterback for Sergeant Bluff Luton is Daniel Wright. As he's got one man next to him, he sends another in motion. He's going to pass. He's got a wheel route open. He's going to throw deep down the field. He's got a man. He overshot him. He was looking out there for Sam DeMoss. It falls incomplete. Sam Goodman on the coverage for the Bobcats, and it'll bring up 4th down and 6 yards to go. And Sergeant Bluff Luton will send out their punt team.
Yeah, nice job there by the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Jamie gave up about 16 yards on that drive, but kept everything in front of them and forced Sergeant Bluff Luton into a punt.
As back to punt for FBL is going to be Sam DeMoss as he gets set to punt it away. Deep to receive for the Bobcats. It looks like Sam Goodman that's going to go out of bounds, and Bobcats will start with good field position as that was Goodman and George deep to receive as the Bobcats will start with it at their own 43-yard line. So a short punt. Bobcats take over 1st and 10. These two teams, Western Dubuque comes in. They were the Class 3A District 4 runner-up with a 9-2 record. Or with a 9-2 record now after that 45-21 win over North Scott last Friday night, as the Bobcats are in their 14th playoff appearance with a state title in 2001, as they have 8 juniors and 23 the Bobcats' 55-man roster. Head coach Justin Penner in his 14th season, he's 77 and 66. His 5th year here at Western Dubuque, where he is 30 and 19. We'll get right back to that in just a second, as the Bobcats will go here on 1st and 10. Calvin Harris rolls to his right, looking down the field. He's got Drake George, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Drops back. Looks like the 40-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a loss. They're going to put it at the 41, a loss of 2 for Calvin Harris there, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Justin Penner, he's led them, the Bobcats, to the playoffs 3 times now in his time there. He spent 5 seasons at Carroll Kemper, leading them to 5 straight playoff appearances before spending 4 years at Mason City. He was also an assistant for Beckman in the early 2000s. He is a BCLUW and University of Dubuque graduate. Harris is going to hand off to Jake Hush off the left side. Hush gets drugged down from behind. Nice open field tackle there. But he's going to bring it out to the 46-yard line as he was brought down out there by Cole Garrett. Made the stop there. And the assistant coaches for Western Dubuque, Corey Davidson, Ryan Horner, Andrew Reinert, Mike Elgin, Brett Kilbert, and Tyler Horner. 3rd down and 7 to go for the Bobcats. As a gain of 5 yards on that play by Hush. They come set. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As Harris steps up to pass, he throws across middle. Oh, man. And in and out of the hand of Peyton Quagliano. He couldn't come up with it. He should have, and he'll tell you that. As Quagliano drops that one. And it'll be 4th down and 7 to go. That's the punt team. And doing the punting duties for the Bobcats will be Zach Butcher. As for SPL, Sergeant Bluff Luton, they come in as the Class 3A District 1 champion with a 10-1, a 27-0 win over Spencer last Friday night, as the Warriors have been to the playoffs 10 times and have made 5 straight playoff appearances, as they have 7 freshmen, 19 sophomores, 18 juniors, and 22 seniors that BL's 66-player roster. For head coach Justin Smith, who's in his 6th season at Sergeant Bluff Luton, he's compiled a 50-15 record as he has led the Warriors to 5 playoff appearances. He's in here overall, where he is 135-75, as he spent 15 years as the head coach between 2 different schools in Nebraska and led both of those teams to playoff appearances. He is a Hamburg, Iowa native, not Hamburger, as good as that sounds, Hamburg, Iowa native, and graduate of Dana College in Nebraska. Is Ryan Amon, Dan Conway, Dave Croston, Greg Hansen, Corey Lofswold, Jeff Morale, Matt Sturk, and Jared Ucker. As a media timeout on the field. Aaron, let's get back. We can talk a little bit here as we finally get a chance to catch our breath here as the Bobcats, a great drive. They're coming off some great momentum. 2 weeks ago, they knocked off, I believe, fourth-ranked Solon. Last week, they go into Eldridge and defeat third-ranked North Scott. But you've got to continue to just stay level-headed here and just come out and play another good football game here.
Well, I think you keep just using the momentum that you've gotten over those last two games. You mentioned it, Jamie, winning at Solon and at North Scott. Those aren't two venues that a lot of teams go in and win at. The Bobcats have done it 2 weeks in a row now. Now they're in the dome here, Final Four of Class 3A, and playing a very talented Sergeant Bluff Luton team. But if they, like you said, if they stick to what they do and they continue to run the ball effectively, it starts with that. It starts with running the ball effectively. And if they can do that, you're going to see these receivers, Quagliano and Lehman, and these guys get open, Drake George get open down the field. And we saw that. You mentioned Quagliano. Calvin Harris did a nice job of being patient, threw him a dart. He just couldn't come up with it. But, so far in his first 6.5 minutes, the Bobcats look like they picked up right where they left off.
And if you're wondering, Bill Logan, this is kind of a rarity for the three of us, for the two of us to be at a game. I told Bill, I think this is my 12th year broadcasting football and only the third game that I've done without him. So, but I tell you what, he's a lot of work for me. I was setting up the equipment tonight, and I didn't have to set up his wireless equipment. And I tell you what, it was kind of nice just throwing two headsets on. But anyway, we're back to action here. 8-0 Bobcat lead. 5:35 to go here in quarter number one. Sergeant Bluff Luton and Daniel Wright come back to work on offense. They send a man in motion. They're going to pass quickly right side. This is caught out there by Connor Groves. He's going to bring it out to the 22-yard line as coming up and making the stop for Western Dubuque. As the Bobcats coming up and making the stop for them was going to be Carter Kleesner. As Kleesner is going to pick up. See, they brought it up to the 22-yard line. I pick up a 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. As they will pass here, left side. This is going to be to the left side and little to no gain. As coming up and making the stop for the Bobcats was Ben Dessalar, as the catch was made out there by Derek Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald making the catch. The 5'10", 150-pound junior with the catch there, but I guess they are going to give him a couple yards on that. I thought he got dropped at the line. A gain of 2 brings up third down and 3 for SBL. As Dessalar making the stop there. As third down and 3, they send Fitzgerald in motion. They give it to him on the end around. He's going to fight forward, and he's going to pick up just enough for the first down. Pickup of about 5 yards there for Derek Fitzgerald, as he's going to be brought down out there. It looked like it was Will Birds who made the stop for the Bobcats. It'll be 1st and 10 SBL, ball at their own 29-yard line.
One thing we've noticed tonight already, Jamie, in the second possession for SBL is the Bobcats are going to have to be sure tacklers tonight because they do a lot of spreading and a lot of one-on-one coverage.
Another quick pass left side. This is going to be caught out there. Didn't catch on first glance who the receiver was. Looks like it's Connor Groves, this is going to be Fitzgerald again, as Fitzgerald is going to pick up 4 yards on that play. It'll be second down and 6. They're just going to give him 3 yards. It's going to be second down and 7 here for Sergeant Bluff Luton. The running back is Britton Delperdang. We haven't seen him run the ball yet. As I say that, he's going to get a carry here, and he's going to run it to Wesselar, who holds him up enough. He gets help, and they're going to bring him down at the 33-yard line. That'll be a pickup of a yard, as Britton Delperdang, their leading rusher, 231 carries for 1,305 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 5.6 yards per carry. Gains 1 there. It'll be third down and 6. Ball at the Sergeant Bluff 33-yard line. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. The Bobcats with the 8-point lead, 8-0. Wright comes set. He looks to pass on 3rd and 6. He's under pressure. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's going to just throw it away as he gets hit as he throws. As coming in and applying the pressure for Western Dubuque was Devin Ludwig. It falls incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 6 for Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
And a nice job there by that Bobcat secondary, Jamie. They had the receivers covered, and you're talking some talented receivers, 2 receivers that are going to come in with over 700 yards receiving for SBL. But the Bobcat secondary did a nice job of covering them up, and you mentioned Wright had nowhere to go with it, so he just threw it out of bounds and forces the punt now. And Western Dubuque defense looks like it came to play tonight.
As they will punt it away, it'll be Sam DeMoss to punt for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. As a low snap, and now he's going to have to take off and run with it himself, and he's going to be short. Second effort is going to be close, and I think they're going to give it to him. As a low snap, it was going to be really close. Now we missed Bill Logan.
Yeah.
They're going to measure this one. It's going to be close. I can't see where they put it down. It looked like they needed to get just shy of the 39-yard line, and I think where I saw it, that is going to be really close to a 1st down, as we'll see if they give it to him here. As on the punt, a low snap, DeMoss picked it up and ran for it, and I think SBL is going to have a 1st down here. I can't tell as they put it down. It will be 1st and 10 SBL as they get one on the ground on a broken punt attempt. As it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 39-yard line. A little short trip for Sergeant Bluff-Luton today, as a 3-hour and 19-minute trip, 207 miles. So a long trip for the Warriors. I'm sure they left earlier this morning. For the Bobcats, just an 84-mile trip. So much shorter for them as they're going to pass here up to the left side. This is going to be Fitzgerald again. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. The penalty marker's down. As coming up and making the stop was Sam Goodman. But there is a penalty. Looks about in the vicinity of holding.
And that's a lot to ask of a receiver out there. When they throw those long passes, it's a lot to ask to hold that block for that period of time. Eventually, there's got to be a hold called. And sure enough, it looks like that's what the call is going to be.
As our referee comes set, it is holding against Sergeant Bluff-Luton. The Bobcats will accept that penalty.
You know, Jamie, just an unfortunate event there. The long snapper for SBL kind of shorted the snapper on that punt attempt by SBL, and he thought maybe the Bobcats were going to be able to take advantage of some really good field position, but unfortunately the punter for SBL just was able to kind of sneak around the corner there and pick up the 1st down. So,
as it'll be 1st down and 18 for the Warriors here. As Wright comes set, he looks to pass, looking right side, at the middle of the right side, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Derek Fitzgerald. Will Bird's on the coverage for the Bobcats, as Fitzgerald's been their go-to man early on here. He had a little seam there wide open. He just couldn't corral it. It almost popped in the air long enough for a Bobcat to get in there, but it falls to the turf as Bird's just about was a couple steps from making the interception there as we see it on our replay here. But it will be 2nd down and 18 for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Ball at their own 31-yard line. 3:19 left to go, 1st quarter. Bobcats leading 8-0. They're going to hand off to Delperdang off up the middle, and he's going to carry back almost to the original line of scrimmage as he's going to bring it out to the 37-yard line, a pickup of 6 there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 12, ball up to 37 of Sergeant Bluff.
You mentioned Delperdang, Jamie, comes in as the 3rd leading rusher in Class 3A. His average per carry, or yards per carry, isn't super high at 5.6, but he's a workhorse, and he comes in just over 1,300 yards on the season and 10 touchdowns. So Bobcats are going to have to keep their eye on it.
They're going to pass here. He looks to his right, does Daniel Wright, as he's got Connor Groves. Oh, it's wide open at the 25-yard line, all the way down to the 5-yard line for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Now they're going to put it down at the 3. What a pass there. Finally brought down by the Bobcats. Finally able to bring him down out there was Colin Hogan, but it'll be first and goal, SBL. Yeah, 58-yard pass there down to the 4. It'll be first and goal for Sergeant Bluff as they come set. Daniel Wright with Delperding in the backfield. They give it to him right up the middle. He's going to be brought down as I see Kevin Ludwig in there also, but I think the first Bobcat that got to him that time, looks like it was Parker Schmidt was the first Bobcat that came up there, and it'll be no gain. It'll be second down and goal from the 4-yard line. But what a pass there, right in stride. Connor Groves from Daniel Wright. Huge play of 58 yards. As he looks to pass, right side again, it's going to be incomplete. Great defense out there. Bryce Plussel, as Wright was looking for Connor Groves again. Groves, their leading receiver on the season. Not by much. Coming in, I think there was 1 yard separating him and Sam DeMoss on the season, but a great deflection there by Bryce Plussel, and it'll be third down and goal from the 4-yard line for Sergeant Bluff Luton. As could see them kick a field goal. They've attempted 10 field goals this season, so not necessarily in 4-down territory here. As the Bobcats have an 8-0 lead. Here we go. Quick pass right side. It's caught by Groves, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sergeant Bluff Luton. A 4-yard touchdown reception from Daniel Wright to Connor Groves. Puts the Warriors on the board. It's 8-6. Western Dubuque with the lead.
You can see it up here, Jamie. It's just that quick, that two-step drop, and he just winged it to Groves, and Groves kind of weaved his way through traffic and kind of spilled into the end zone there for the 4-yard touchdown. So SBL answers that Western Dubuque touchdown.
David Clausen on for the extra point. Trying to make this a 1-point ball game. It is blocked. It's blocked. It was Ben Sesselar coming up with the block for the Bobcats, and the score remains 8-6. Here with 1:48 left to go in quarter number 1. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Tonight's a great time to try the new stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Ranch. Have one delivered while you're listening to the game, grab one for carryout, or enjoy the Pizza Ranch buffet. Then satisfy your sweet tooth with some chocolate cactus bread. Pizza Ranch in Manchester, Independence, and Owine.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
Along with in-studio producer Austin West, Jamie Vasky, Aaron Pleen, back with you from the Unidome. Here in Cedar Falls, Western Dubuque with an 8-6 lead, 1:48 left to go here in quarter number 1. Want to thank our Western Dubuque postseason sponsors here for late this afternoon's coverage. Bi-County Disposal Incorporated, Loker and Davis Law Firm, Meyer Mechanical, State Farm Insurance, the Rex Massey Agency in Dyersville, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Dyersville. As this is going to be Sam Goodman from his own 10-yard line. Goodman is going to bring it up to the 30, 35, 40-yard line. He's going to be brought down. I believe that was Drake George. Check that. Drake George on the return out to the 40-yard line. Another nice return by the Bobcats, and it'll be at the 40-yard line is where they will take over first and 10. 1:41 remaining in quarter number 1.
And that touchdown drive, Jamie, by Sergeant Bluff Luton. 12 plays, 83 yards. Took 3 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock. Connor Groves with a 4-yard touchdown reception. Bobcats were able to block the extra point. So, like you said, with 1:41 to go here, the Bobcats lead 8-6. 1:41 to go in the first quarter.
As first and 10 for Western Dubuque, ball at their own 40-yard line. Calvin Harris is going to send a man in motion. That's Kyle Lehman, the tight end. He's going to throw a quick pass right, left side. This is going to be Jake Hush. He's going to try to cut back. He's going to get back to the 40-yard line, but that is it. As, again, we saw that last week, that second effort by the Bobcats is so crucial. Jake Hush gets back to the line of scrimmage with that second effort, brought down by Drew Matheson, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats. No gain on that little quick screen pass or that swing route to the left side.
And it looked like there was going to be something there, Jamie. Initially, Harris kind of dumped it out as fast as he could to get it into Hush's hands. It's just, unfortunately, Sergeant Bluff flowed right to the ball on this near sideline here and stopped him for no gain.
As 2nd down and 10, again, Lehman in there as the tight end. They roll to the right to Calvin Harris. He's got to get rid of it as he's under pressure, still under pressure, and he's still eluding tacklers. A lot of running, but I believe he's going to get maybe a gain of 1. See where they place it. They will put it at the 41-yard line. As Calvin Harris ran a long ways for 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, just nowhere to go with the ball. He didn't have time to really even get a chance to scan the field. He was flushed out right away, and that could be something that's the theme of the night tonight. So hopefully the Bobcats get something going here and kind of stretch that defense a little bit.
3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats. Harris, shotgun formation, trips to the left. He looks to the left. He's going to throw a screen across the middle. He's got Drake George. Oh, and he trips over the defender. And he might have got it, Garrett. He might have. He's going to have it at the 50-yard line. This is going to be a 1st down for the Bobcats. As he tripped up over one of his offensive linemen, and his knee did not go down. He crawled over his offensive lineman, and I think he might have picked up the 1st down, as I don't like that spot, however, as they needed to get to midfield. They've got it marked at midfield, right in the middle of that UNI, logo. Oh, as I told you, I didn't like that spot. It's going to be 4th down and very short for the Bobcats. We'll see what Coach Penner and company decide to do here. You're right at midfield. You know what? I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
I know it's early. Well, but you know you've got the guys up front, and now you're going to bring in another big body and wrestler, plays defense for the Bobcats. He's going to come in as that tight end on the right side. Let's see if they try to draw him off sides here, but it looks like the Bobcats will go for it as they sent 2-man in motion, and he went off sides. That's a penalty, absolutely. As Scully moving across the line, all they did was send a man in motion. The Bobcats on the field don't even realize that there was a penalty. It's so loud in here down on the field that they don't even realize. That's encroachment, absolutely. That's going to be against Sergeant Bluff Luton, and that'll give the Bobcats the automatic 1st down.
Well, and you saw him. I don't really know what drew him off. I mean, the play at Harris was directing traffic and telling his lineman what the call was going to be and whatever, and he just kind of stepped over quick.
Well, 2 guys went in motion.
Oh, yeah.
There were 2 guys that went in motion on that right side, and that's the guy that jumped for Sergeant Bluff Luton, the man that came across. As now the Bobcats get someone in here late, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 45 of SBL. Harris looks to pass. He's got a man, and he underthrew him. Had a man out there as he was looking for Will Birds, as Birds was wide open up for play-action pass. Birds was open and underthrown by Calvin Harris, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Back to what I was saying, it was Tavian Sanchez, the linebacker, who was the one who came off sides before, as it'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the Bobcats. 11 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Bobcats leading 8-6. They're going to run Harris. Left side, he got a partial block from Jake Hush, as running through that block for SPL. Coming up and making the stop was Cole Garrett, and that's going to do it for quarter number 1. Western Dubuque with an 8-6 lead as we go to quarter number 2. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back inside the Unidome. Bobcats leading 8-6 as we go to quarter number 2. As again, the two teams back out on the field, but one thing it takes a little bit of getting used to for these teams, of course, is the media timeout. As if you're watching at home, if you have dish or cable or any kind of satellite service, you can watch this game on CSN Chicago or NBC Chicago. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is anyway. It used to be Chicago Sportsnet, but I think NBC might own all that now. NBC Sportsnet Chicago, channel 665 on DirecTV, 429 I believe on Dish Network. If you're on MediaCom, I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you can find it on TV, but tune us in and watch it on TV. You can sync it up a little bit. As the Bobcats have a 3rd down and 7, and the Sergeant Bluff Luton coaching staff is livid about something. They are upset about something as it shows on the board 3rd and 7 at the 43-yard line, but from where we're at is Western Butte. As Coach Smith is livid at the officials. And I don't remember that last play. I think it should be 3rd and 7. Yeah. I think they have it 3rd and 3 over there on the far side that chain gang does. But we're just underway, just getting set to get underway in this second quarter. Western Dubuque with an 8-6 lead as they go from left to right in their road white uniforms. White tops with red numbers, white trousers, and white helmets with the WB Bobcat logo on the side. Sergeant Bluff Luton, they go from right to left now as they are in their home black uniforms, black tops, orange numbers, gray pants, and black helmets. Go ahead, Aaron. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say, I think Harris was tackled right about the 47 on the, when you're looking at the field from our vantage point on the left side of the field, and they've got the ball at the 43 now on the right, so they need to, I think, well, they should be pulling it back. They didn't lose yardage. Right. Because they were at midfield. The 5-yard penalty put it at the 45. So I think they might have it right here. I'm not sure what the confusion is they have it marked at the 43. The Bobcats never did lose yardage. No. But I think they're supposed to be 5 yards farther down because they started after that first down. It should have been at the 45-yard line. That's where the coaching staff is upset. That first down put Western Dubuque at the 45 for the original line of scrimmage. But they have the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line. Okay. They're going to let it go. That's going to cause some controversy here. As it's going to be 3rd and 3 yards to go. As Harris looks to pass, he's going across the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's Sam Goodman down to the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, in reality, it probably doesn't matter now after that big play.
A gain of 15 on 3rd down and 3, and it'll be 1st and 10 Western Dubuque.
Nice job there by Goodman. He knew the ball was coming at him. He just looked it in and And he knew he had the first down. That was a good job of running the proper route, too, is getting the distance for the first down, and then turning, and Harris did a nice job putting it right in his hands.
So 1st and 10 Bobcats from the Bobcats' 28-yard line. As Harris comes set, shotgun formation. He's going to hand off. This is going to be Dessalar in the back, getting the handoff in the back. So he bounces off one down to the 25, nearing the 20-yard line. He'll be brought down at about the 21, 22-yard line. Will Ben Dessalar. Haven't seen a lot of him in the backfield. He's carried the ball 23 times this season for 138 yards, but he does have 8 touchdowns on the year, 6 yards per carry for the 6-foot, 205-pound senior. As it'll be 2nd down and 3 after a gain of 7 by Ben Dessalar.
Nice job there, sticking with the play. Dessalar looked initially like he was going to get stopped, but he slammed that left foot, turned upfield, and got 7.
1st and 10, or 2nd and 3, excuse me, as they're going to hand off to Hush right up the middle. 20 down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Looks like about a gain of 5 yards there for Jake Hush, and that'll be another Bobcats first down. 1st and 10 Bobcats as they have it down at the 16-yard line. Bobcats leading 8-6 here. 11:06 left to go, second quarter. As Jake Hush, the outstanding junior for Western Dubuque, stands beside Calvin Harris again as Hush. 11 touchdowns on the season coming into tonight's game. They're going to give it to him once again. Hush, left side, down to the 15, inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 yards for Jake Hush on 1st down and 10. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
And the same applies that we talked about last Friday night at North Scott, Jamie. If Western Dubuque can pick up 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and keep them on schedule and keep them manageable, you're going to see a lot of success on this offensive side of the ball. And so far in this drive, that's what's going on with the Bobcats.
So 2nd and 4 from the Sergeant Bluff 10-yard line. Harris comes set. He's going to hand off to Hush once again. He's got it at the 10. He's going to carry down near the 11-yard line, as that'll be a gain of, not at the 11, the 6-yard line. That will be a gain of about 4 yards, and they're going to say he's just short. They're going to mark him down. Nope, they're going to give it to him. 1st and 10 Bobcats, as it'll be 1st and goal, at the 6-yard line. And as we knew, it had to be close, but the Bobcats will go quickly to work. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for Western Dubuque, looking to make this a 2-score game. As they come set, here is Harris, split back formation. He's going to keep it himself. He's got it at the 5, as he's going to be wrapped up around the legs. And one of the offensive linemen for SDL is coming up and making that stop for the Warriors. That time was Gabe Warren, and it'll be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go for the Bobcats. As Harris directing his offense once again, they have one split out to the far right side, as that's Jeff Tyson. 2nd and goal from the 4. Harris, shotgun formation, has 2 backs behind him. They're going to give it to Drake George around the left side, and they were all over it. Sergeant Bluff Luton saw that play on film from last week. Oh, and there's a penalty marker, absolutely. As I think it's so loud in here, he can't hear it. He can't hear it. The defender kept chasing George and running him, as I believe that's Cole Garrett. Excuse me, not Cole Garrett. That's Jorma Schwedler. Jorma Schwedler did not hear the whistle being blown, and he kept going all the way back to the 30-yard line. So 26 yards back the field, and he threw George to the ground, kind of picked him up and threw him to the ground, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty, and be marked down at the 6-yard line. And in his defense, it is loud, but at the same point, you got to figure if George is not, if you've driven him back 26 yards, his forward progress is probably stopped. Yeah. But it will be another penalty on Sergeant Bluff here. As, it's another penalty on the Sergeant Bluff defense, their second. It'll be first and goal, automatic first down for Western Dubuque. First and goal at the 6-yard line for Western Dubuque. Their 8th first down of this first half. As Harris comes set. They're going to hand it off. He's going to keep it himself. Excuse me. He's at the 5 trying to get to the outside. He does, and he's into the end zone. Calvin Harris. Don't flag. There's a penalty marker down. And it's going to be holding against the Bobcats. So that will negate that penalty, as it would have been a 6-yard touchdown run for Calvin Harris. It would have been his second of the game, but it's going to be holding against the Bobcats on the offensive line. As I believe they're going to get Lehman on the penalty that time. And that will back the Bobcats back up to the 16-yard line. So was it Lehman? Or was it the offensive lineman there? Couldn't see which one it was. No, it wasn't Lehman. There's going to be called on Ryan Clemens on that offensive line. So it'll be first and goal now for the Bobcats. They've been in goal to go for a while here. They started at the 4 a while back. Now they're at the 16-yard line. First and goal from the 16. Harris looks to pass. Now he steps up. He finds a man out, and it's going to overthrow. He overthrew his intended receiver, Jake Hush, who had a man in pursuit, but it falls incomplete, and it'll bring up second down and goal from the 16.
I like Harris' patience right now, Jamie. It looks like it's not, somebody who that lack experience might get jittery feet and they might try and scramble and get away, but he's doing a nice job of just stepping up in the pocket, letting the play develop, and then trying to find open receivers. So far, he's done a really nice job of balancing the running and the throwing. So hopefully that continues here throughout the rest of the football game.
That was Cole Garrett on the coverage for SBL. Second and goal now. Tyson, the lone receiver, out to the left side. There's 2 tight ends for Western Dubuque. As Harris looks to pass, he's under pressure. He makes one man miss. Now he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 10. And Calvin Harris is going to be run out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards for Harris there. And it'll be third and goal, Western Dubuque, from the 8-yard line. They lead it 8-6 with 8:12 left to go here in quarter number 2.
And just like on cue, he saw an opening there, and he did a nice job there, Jamie. He didn't have anything open in the end zone. I know he was looking for a couple of his receivers in there. Didn't have anything. Made the wise move, not trying to force anything. Take it to the far side of the field, pick up 8, and make it a 3rd and 8 here.
Third and goal here for Western Dubuque at the 8-yard line. As some late substitutions come in here. Quagliano coming in. Drake George coming in as well. Tyson split out to the left. It's George and Quagliano to the right. Jake Hush, the back in the backfield. Harris looks to pass. He's got to get it away quickly, and it's going to be intercepted. A one-handed interception by Cole Garrett. What a play by Cole Garrett. An ill-advised throw by Calvin Harris. He was under pressure. Probably shouldn't have thrown. He just lofted it up in the air, and it was Cole Garrett who made the interception here. And I believe he brought it in with one hand. He did. What a play. As he reached around the defender, or the offensive lineman for Western Dubuque, and came up with it with one hand. A nice pick there. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, Sergeant Bluff Luton takes over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And like I said, very athletic play there by Cole Garrett.
First and 10. Daniel Wright looks to pass. He's going for the deep ball here on first and 10, and it's going to be overthrown as it looked like he was looking for Graves once again. Connor Graves, the intended receiver, and it was Colin Hogan on the coverage for the Bobcats. He wanted it all there, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Again, don't forget, EDCO playoff football semifinal action comes your way tomorrow, as the Vikings will take on AHSTW Avoca, also the Vikings. So that'll be fun to call tomorrow. 2 Vikings teams playing. Again, 1 o'clock to kick off for that one. We'll have a pregame show for you. Yeah, starting around, well, we'll see when the first game before it gets over, but probably around 12:45 for pregame coverage of EDCO and AHSTW tomorrow here on KMCH Sports. A quick pass to the left side for Daniel Wright. It's going to be caught out there. It's going to be caught. Looks like it was Derek Fitzgerald who made the catch. It's a pickup of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors here. It's from their own 16-yard line. His right, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his right. 1 to the left. He's going to pass. Looks quick to the left. His first man wasn't there. Now he's going to take off and run with it. And Daniel Wright is going to be stopped short of the first down. Stopped at the 20-yard line. He needed to get to the 21. He could not. And it looks like Sergeant Bluff will send out the punt team.
Yeah, and I was watching the near sideline here, Jamie, and it looked like SBL was running that. The receiver takes 2 steps, turns like there's going to be the quick screen pass, and then he took off down the field. Looks like one of the Bobcats and held him a little bit, but the no call and Western Dubuque, great job on defense here, Jamie, on that drive of after driving it all the way down, then throwing the interception of kind of tightening up the defense and forcing a 3-and-out here.
Sam DeMoss, we'll see him punt again. The last time he punted, he ran for a first down. This one, he's going to punt it away as Sam Goodman, Drake George, deep to receive, and it's going to take a nice little Sergeant Bluff Luton hop, and it's going to be picked up at the Bobcat 36-yard line. And that's where they will start with it, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 36-yard line here with 6:18 left to go in quarter number 2. Bobcats leading, of course, 8-6. Coming up at halftime, we'll get a recap as we kind of had to cut John Swisher and Cassie Vansky short of their post-game of that Beckman volleyball match. So we will get a recap from John Swisher from Cedar Rapids from the U.S. Cellular Center at halftime of our game here, as unfortunately Beckman falling 3-1 earlier today. As 1st and 10 here for the Bobcats. Harris comes set. Their last drive ended on an interception by Cole Garrett, as they're going to hand off to Jake Hush, left side, 45-yard line. He's getting that push once again. Cole Garrett making the stop, but a penalty marker comes in as it got a little chippy at the end of that play. It was a pickup. It was a pickup of about 9 yards for Jake Hush, and now we're going to add to it here, looks like, from a penalty.
Yeah, I like that. I like that play call, Jamie. Nothing fancy. They're giving it to Hush and let him kind of maneuver through there.
That was Cole Garrett gets the penalty there, a personal foul penalty, their 4th penalty of the ball game, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty. So the Bobcats are going to go from the 45-yard line all the way down to the SBL 40-yard line. So, and that's the 3rd first down the Bobcats have picked up because of penalties. So something SBL is going to want to definitely clean up here throughout the rest of this game. As now Harris comes set, shotgun formation. Beside him is Hush. Now he's under pressure. He's going to step up and run. Good decision there. Not throwing it away. As kind of learning a lesson from the last drive as he carries down to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards there for Calvin Harris. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcats.
A nice job there by Harris, kind of hearing that clock in his head. He knew he had about 2 or 3 seconds there, and once it happened, he just kind of stepped up and got flushed out a little bit, picked up 3 yards, and get themselves a 2nd manageable here.
So 2nd and 7 for Western Dubuque. Harris comes set, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They hand off to Hush, just a little give. He's got it at the 35-30. Cuts out inside at the 25-20-yard line for Jake Hush. Down to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 18 yards for Jake Hush. And another Bobcat first down, finally brought down out there by Jorma Schwedler. But a huge run on 2nd down by Jake Hush.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy, Jeannie. He's just running behind Clement and Kleesner, and he's just kind of being patient, letting the blocks develop. And once they do, he's hitting that hole. And, man, you're just seeing this offensive line for Western Dubuque continue. It's just picking up from last year, continue to get a good push up front and opening up big holes for these running backs and Calvin Harris.
So 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball at the SDL 20-yard line. Quick pass right side. This is Drake George. He's got it at the 15. Still on his feet. Avoiding tackles. And he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. Drake George. A 20-yard touchdown reception. And the Bobcats go up now 14-6 with 5 minutes remaining in this first half. And it looked like Jamie, after he got about 8 or 10 yards there, he was going to be stuffed. He just kind of did a nice misty little spin move there and just spun his way right out of 2 or 3 tackles and extends this Western Dubuque lead. As they will come on, it looks like they're going to attempt the extra point here, as it'll be Gabe Ulrichs for Western Dubuque on for the extra point. He's 33 of 43 on the season. Out of the hold of Jeff Tyson, the kick is no good. It went right. And the score remains 14-6. Western Dubuque with the lead. We'll take another break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
For all of your fertilizer, seed, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at Nutrient Ag Supply in Dyersville. Good luck to the Western Dubuque Bobcats from everyone at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Dyersville.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all of your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville. Serving Dubuque and Delaware counties. Go Bobcats!
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jamie Baskey, Aaron Plain back along with you from inside the Unidome where the Bobcats lead Sergeant Bluff Luton 14-6. Here with 5 minutes to play in quarter number 2, as it will be Gabe Ulrichs to kick off for the Bobcats here. Deep to receive for SBL is Sam DeMoss and Zach Schultz, excuse me. As it's going to be Schultz, as he's going to bring it out at the 15. Nice return here. He's going to bring it out to the 37-yard line. Brought down out there by Ethan Achenbach. And it will be 1st and 10 SBL from their own 36-yard line.
A touchdown drive by the Western Dubuque Bobcats. 4 plays, 64 yards. Took 1 minute and 18 seconds off the clock. Calvin Harris to Drake George with a 20-yard touchdown pass. The Bobcats did miss the extra point, so with 4:55 to go here in the second quarter, Bobcats lead 14-6.
So they come back out on defense here to the Bobcats as Daniel Wright comes set from his own 36-yard line. As he's going to look to his right, looks across the middle, and it's incomplete on the overthrow. It was almost intercepted. He was looking for Derek Fitzgerald. And on the overthrow, waiting, kind of playing center field, Colin Hogan just about came up with the interception, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10.
And thought maybe Hogan had a chance there, Jamie, but thrown about a yard too short for Hogan to get. But nonetheless, good defense there by that Bobcat secondary.
So 2nd down and 10. Daniel Wright, the junior quarterback, comes set. They're going to hand off. This is going to be Delperdang. He's trying to get to the outside. He can't. The Bobcats are going to run him out of bounds. He tried setting the edge. Bobcats weren't having it and coming up and making the stop for Western Dubuque. On that one, it looked like it was Zach Butcher who came up and made the stop. Great effort by Butcher. And Delperdang couldn't come up with it. It'll be a gain of, well, no gain, as it will be 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors. As they come set here for this 3rd down play. As they're going to quickly throw left side. Nice one-handed catch out there. As it looked like it was Fitzgerald who made the catch. He's going to be right around the 1st down marker, brought down by Will Bird. And it will be a 1st and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton as they get it out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 SBL, their 5th first down of this first half.
Yeah, it's a good play by that SBL offense, Jamie, and that coaching staff. They're trying to get the ball out to those playmakers on the edges here and letting those receivers kind of create and win those one-on-one matchups there. So big pickup there by SBL to keep their drive going.
So here we go, 1st and 10. From their own 47, they give it to Delperdang left side. It looks like he's one of those guys, Aaron, as he carries it forward for a gain of about 5 or 6 there. He looks like one of those guys that if he gets into open space, he's going to be able to fly.
Yeah, and the Bobcats are doing a nice job, Jamie, of kind of playing sound, playing their zone, playing good defense. And, yeah, that's the thing is keep him in front of you. Don't let him get into open space and pick up big chunks of yards, and you should be okay.
As they're going to quickly pass to the right side. This is going to be Fitzgerald again, as Fletcher's going to bring him down. Looks like they're going to spot him right around that 1st down marker as Fitzgerald. They needed 4. It looks like they got 4, and it will be a first. Are they going to measure that? It'll be 1st and 10 for the for SBL as they pick up their 6th first down of this first half down to the Bobcat 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 as the Bobcats with a 14-6 lead with 3:45 left to go in quarter number 2. Wright comes set, shotgun formation. He sends the man in motion. As that's Tristan Navarcole. As he comes across middle, got a man wide open. Connor Groves, could not come up with it. Bryce Plutzel on the coverage, but if he catches that one, he probably has a touchdown. But unfortunately for Connor Groves, he could not come up with it. And he had it. It was close, but it is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, the ball was thrown pretty well. It might have been a tick behind him, but that's one that Groves is going to wish he had back. And like you said, Jamie, probably would have been 6. He had beaten Bryce Plutzel by a couple yards. So 2nd down and 10. Wright comes set. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught out there by Groves. Go right back to him. He's going to be brought down inbounds out there by Plutzel on the coverage again there at the 35-yard line. As that'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 to go. As Wright comes set. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and 1 man in the slot. They send Fitzgerald in motion to give it to Delperdang up the middle, and he's stuffed. He doesn't get it. He gains. Oh, boy. He's going to be short. Just short. Is coming up and making the stop was Ben Dessalar. And it'll be 4th down and a yard to go for Sergeant Bluff Luton. As again, you're not in desperation mode yet. You're only down 8 points, but you're at the Western Dubuque 34-yard line. You're in 4-down territory here with 2.5 minutes left to go in the half. As the Warriors will go for it. And Bobcat Nation rises to their feet across the way. A good turnout for the Bobcat fans tonight. And it looks like Sergeant Bluff wants a timeout. We'll take one with them
2:20 to go in quarter number 2. Bobcats with a 14-6 lead. And we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vaskey from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street, Manchester, or call 927-2232.
Locher and Davis Law Office in Dyersville, proud to support the Western Dubuque football team and coaches. Good luck from Locher and Davis Law Office in Dyersville. Go Bobcats!
Back into the Unidome. Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Plain along with you. No Bill Logan tonight, as he had other commitments this evening. Definitely weird for us to not having Phil Logan keeping stats for us, but thanks to the Sergeant Bluff LUTON statistician over here. He's got live stats over here, much better than Bill Logan's stats. 4th down and 1 for SCL from the Bobcat 34. Looking to pass is right. It's going to be no. Either way, it's going to be caught. A great catch out of it over there by Sam DeMoss. There was pass interference, but they'll decline that. That's a great catch by DeMoss. Looked like it was Goodman. Was it Goodman on the coverage over there for the Bobcats? No, it was Bryce Plussel on the coverage for Western Dubuque. He got a hand on him. That'll be declined. That'll be 1st and 10. They'll take the first down as they're going to have it at the Western Dubuque 17-yard line. So a first down for Sergeant Bluff LUTON.
And like you said, Jamie, that was just a great catch by DeMoss there, especially with what was on the line, 4th and 1, 4th and 2 there, and to make a diving catch like that says a lot about that kid.
So 1st down and 10 to go. They can still get another first down here as they've got it at Western Dubuque's 17-yard line. 2:10 to go in this first half. A 14-8 Bobcat lead. Looking for DeMoss again, and it's going to be incomplete. DeMoss looking for a flag, but there was none. Plussel on the coverage. And they went right back at Bryce Plussel as he's getting his work. He's got his work cut out for him tonight as he's been on Connor Groves. And he's been on Sam DeMoss here, but that pass falls incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Sergeant Bluff LUTON from the Bobcats 17-yard line. 2:03 remaining now. So the Bobcats trying to hold on here and limit the damage here and try to take an 8-point lead into the half as they're going to hand off to Delperdang. Right side, he cuts through, gets it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards there. Nice defensive pursuit there as Jake Hush comes up and makes the stop for the Bobcats, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Sergeant Bluff LUTON. And again, time's ticking away here on Sergeant Bluff. They have 2 timeouts remaining, but there is 1:40 left to go in the second quarter.
Like I said, like we talked about, James, Bobcats doing a good job with Delperding. He's only got 21 yards on 9 carries so far here, so they're going to have to maintain that kind of defensive intensity to get by tonight. 3rd and 8, they send a man in motion. They give it to Delperdang right up the middle, and he's going to carry down to the 11-yard line. Brought down out there by Devin Ludwig. Ludwig makes the stop at the 11. It'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go here for the Bobcats. For Sergeant Bluff. As they've got it again at the 11-yard line of Western. They will go for it here. Coach Penner wants a timeout. He wants to settle the troops down and have a good idea as we move forward here. As Coach Penner wants a timeout, we'll take one with them. Bobcats lead 14-6, 55 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Steve Moyle Masonry, a family-owned commercial masonry contractor based in Manchester. Quality is what we're about. Visit us online at smoylemasonry.com.
Back inside the Unidome here. Always nice when you get to play these games inside in the first part of November. 4th down and 3. Bobcats with a 14-6 lead, 55 seconds to go in this first half. Sergeant Bluff Luton going for it here on 4th and 3. They give it to Delper. He left side, he slipped. He slipped in the backfield at the 12-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jason Simon Wrestler, but Delperdang just slipped on the turf.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't know, it would have been close. Looks like there were a couple Bobcat defenders closing in on him. In particular, Jason Simon Wrestler looks like he had a beat on him, but nonetheless, good job there. Good defensive stand by that Bobcat defense. And with 51 seconds here, Jamie, I don't get, how aggressive do you get if you're the Bobcats on offense, getting the ball at your own 12-yard line? We'll see if they would take a shot here or if they just are comfortable going in with the 14-6 lead.
As they have it, now you're probably going to be a little conservative here at your own 12, but they are going to go with an empty backfield, or they're missing someone.
I think the or missing, so yeah.
And Bobcats Coach Penner is going to have to burn another timeout here. As I thought it was weird, we haven't seen the Bobcats go out of that. We have not seen them go out of an empty backfield in the 2 games we've covered them. And we weren't going to see it there as well, as they were missing somebody. And now we're going to get another timeout for the Bobcats. They do lead at 14-6 here with 51 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Again, we mentioned Edco football takes the airways tomorrow as they compete in the semifinals for the first time in school history, taking on AHSTW Avoca. We'll have that game for you tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as it will be, we'll have pregame coverage at around 12:45. As the Bobcats trying to get to the championship round, as they will take on the winner of the game being played immediately following this one between Cedar Rapids Xavier and Lewis Central, as that would be a rematch if they were to play Xavier, as Bobcats lost to Xavier earlier in the season 35-0 in Cedar Rapids. 3 wide receiver set for Calvin Harris, 1 man in the backfield. That's Desalar. They're going to give to him left side. He's got it out to the 15, cuts back out to the 20, out to the 21-yard line, about a yard short of the first down. As he'll be a couple yards short, and it looks like the Bobcats are in no hurry here. So it looks like they're going to take it to the half with a 14-6 lead in an outstanding first half once again here for the Bobcats. As they haven't even started the 25-second clock yet. They haven't started the play clock, so I'm guessing the Bobcats they're not going to run another play. 9 seconds left to go. And that'll do it. The Bobcats take a 14-6 lead into the halftime break. A very impressive first half for Western Dubuque. As we will take a break, KMC Sports Director John Swisher will he'll have a recap of his volleyball game earlier today. And then we'll get you back with our second half right after this. Bobcats lead 14-6. You're listening to it on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
For your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support the Western Dubuque Bobcats, athletes, coaches, and fans.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4 Brown Town Dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Put a little South in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
For all of your fertilizer, seed, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at Nutrient Ag Supply in Dyersville. Good luck to the Western Dubuque Bobcats from everyone at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Dyersville.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back into halftime, Bobcats leading 14-6. About 6 minutes away from kicking off this second half. Again, as we reach the top of the hour, you're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football right here on Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH Manchester. As we take a look at scores from last Saturday, as we do in all of our Football Friday broadcasts, as doing it on a Thursday here tonight, as the University of Iowa Hawkeyes losing their second consecutive game to Purdue last weekend, 38-36. The Hawkeyes fall as their record falls to 6-3 overall, 3-3 in Big Ten play, as they return home to Kinnick Stadium on Saturday against Northwestern. Military appreciation game. That's a 2:30 kickoff between the Hawks and the Wildcats. You can watch that game on Fox. So Iowa trying to come back after 2 consecutive losses in the Big Ten. Iowa State victorious again last week as they won 27-3 over Kansas, as the Cyclones move to 5-3 overall, 4-2 in Big 12 play, as they will return home as well on Saturday, as they will host Baylor. That's a 2:30 kickoff on FS1. UNI winning right here inside the Unidome last Saturday over Illinois State, 26-16. A great game by the kicker from UNI, as I knew his name earlier. It's I'll have to look that up. He had I believe he had 4 field goals in that game, and en route to a 26-16 victory. A great game by him, as I believe he was the Missouri Valley Conference Special Teams Player of the Week, as they win that game 26-16 to improve to 5-4 overall and 4-2 in Valley Conference play, as they hit the road on Saturday to take on Youngstown State. That game in Youngstown, Ohio, and an 11 o'clock kickoff for the Panthers. Upper Iowa celebrated Senior Day last Saturday, as they say goodbye to a couple area athletes celebrating Senior Day last week, as they include Brent Lammers of West Delaware. He's a 2015 West Delaware grad, and Ryan Parmalee, a 2015 Maquoketa Valley grad, as the Peacocks fell 42-35 against Wayne State last Saturday, as they fall to 3-7, and they hit the road for their final game of the season on Saturday, as they take on Minnesota State Mankato. That game in Mankato, Minnesota, a 12 o'clock kickoff for the Peacocks, as Coe College was victorious on Saturday against Aaron Plains alma mater. The Loris Dewhawks 34 to 33, as the Cohawks moved to 5-4 overall, 4-3 in conference play, as they hit the road on Saturday for their final game of the season, as they will travel to Decorah to take on Luther College. Loris College is with that game. They fell to 4-5 and 3-4 in conference play. They will return home for Senior Day as they play in Dubuque at the Rock Bowl, as they will host Central. That is a look at our college scoreboard from this past weekend. Again, coverage again. I should mention, Aaron got his third win of the season in our Hawkeye predictions. As I'll have to get his Hawkeye prediction, as he'll actually have to leave things off, and we'll probably do that in our coverage, or you can do it at the end of our game here tonight. As you can do yours here. Swish will be joining me tomorrow, as so we'll have that for him. As we'll have predictions again for Saturday's game against Northwestern. We'll take another break and bring you back for the start of the second half. Western Dubuque leads at 14-6. You're listening to it on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Petland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Back into the Unidome. The Bobcats with a 14-6 lead, and Aaron, an outstanding first half by the Bobcats. And I think one of the things I've noticed the last 2 weeks is, we used to play. West Delaware used to play Western Dubuque, so we get to see the Bobcats throughout the year. But the one thing I've noticed in the last couple weeks is, you can watch all the film you want on Western Dubuque, but I don't think teams realize how quick these Western Dubuque backs and receivers are, and how physical they are until you play them in person. And I think it's just been catching these teams off guard because they're coming out and they're hitting you in the mouth. Well, they're not flashy. They're not going to put speed demons on the edges or whatever. But what they do, they're very. You talked about the physicality, and they're very fundamentally sound. They block well. They catch the balls when they're within their radius, and then they do a good job of picking up those extra yards instead of a gain of 3 or 4. We talked about the last 2 weeks. Instead of 3 or 4, games are turning into 7, 8, 9, and it's like that gets deflating to an opponent after a while. But real quick, Jamie, statistically speaking, I mean, this game it's dead even. Both teams have 169 yards of total offense. Western Dubuque with 92 yards rushing and 77 yards passing. Sergeant Bluff LUTON, on the other hand, 39 yards rushing. So nice job by that Western Dubuque defense. They do have 130 yards throwing the ball through the air, so both teams are balanced. Jake Hush leading on the ground game for Western Dubuque with 9 carries for 54 yards. On the flip side of it, Britton Delperding, the guy that came in the third leading rusher in the state for Sergeant Bluff LUTON, held to 11 carries for 24 yards. So, I think if you'd asked Coach Penner before the game started, you're going to hold SBL to 170 yards total offense, only 39 yards rushing. I think he'd probably take it, especially when you're down 1-0 in the turnover department. So overall,
You said it. Great first half by Western Dubuque, and let's hope that the Bobcats can play a second half as well as they played the first.
Absolutely. As we'll take one more time out, about a minute away from starting the second half here. Bobcats leading 14-6. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all of your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties. Go Bobcats!
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Belichick's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Belichick's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
Back inside the Unidome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa, along with in-studio producer Austin West, Jamie Vasky, Aaron Queen, back along with you as we are getting set for this second half. As the Bobcats will kick off to start the second half, it will be, looks like, see if it'll be Gabe Ulrichs to kick off for the Bobcats. It will. Deep to receive for SBL is going to be Sam DeMoss and Zach Schultz. As Schultz on the season, 6 returns for 160 yards. That's 26.7 yards per return. And for DeMoss, he has 7 for 189 yards, 27 yards per return. As Ulrich sets the ball. And we are set for second half action. 14-6, Western Dubuque with the lead. And our other Class 3A contest will be tonight between Lewis Central and Cedar Rapids Xavier. As a fair catch called for after a little pooch kick by Ulrich, as it was Caden Helt who made the catch there at the 28-yard line, and that's where Sergeant Bluff will start with it, 1st and 10. Let's see if this Bobcat defense can continue the strength they've showed in this ball game throughout that first half. So here we go. It'll be Daniel Wright, the quarterback here for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. They give it to Delperdang up the middle. He cuts back out to the 36-yard line as he'll pick up 8 yards on that play. Now they're going to mark it at the 35, so give him 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Nice little hole there to start this second half. That's why Britton Delperdang.
That's something you didn't see a lot of in that first half, Jamie. He was held, as I said, in check to about 2.5 yards carry.
As they look, quick pass to the left. It's going to be caught out there. This is DeMoss, and he's going to be short of the first down. Nice open field tackle out there. Looks like it was Colin Hogan on the stop for the Bobcats. As looks like no gain. Well, they're going to give him 1, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 here for the Warriors. How many carries did Delperdang have? I don't, for the 3rd leading rusher in the state, they certainly did not, they didn't give him the ball all the time. He did have 10 carries. As he had 10 carries.
Yep.
As it'll be 3rd down and 2. They quick pass left side again, and in and out of, they had him. He still might be short.
Yeah.
As it's caught on the left side by Fitzgerald. And it's going to be short as Bryce Plussel, he had him in the backfield. They had him in the backfield wrapped up, but he escaped that, and he fell forward, and it's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down and 1, and I see what SPL is going to do here. It looks like they are going to send the punt team out, so it will be Sam DeMoss deep to punt, back to punt for the Warriors as Drake George and Sam Goodman deep to receive this punt for the Bobcats. As this punt is away, side-winding kick there as it's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will take over 1st and 10. So another great first series by the Bobcats on defense, as they did not allow a first down there, especially after a gain of 7 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's you talked about that play by Bryce Plessel and stopping him from getting the first down. Very athletic. You stopped him as he was actually getting blocked, too. So, yeah, you're right, Jamie. That's, I think, exactly how, if you're a Bobcat fan, that's exactly how you'd want to draw up that second half if you're on defense in that first possession there, forced 3 and out. 1st and 10 for Western Dubuque from their own 32, leading 14-6. 10 minutes left to go, third quarter. Quick pass to George, left side. He's going to be stopped right at the 30-yard line. They're going to say he was down as Sam DeMoss came up and made the stop. Are they going to call an incomplete pass? Nope, they're going to say that he caught it and loss of 2. So 2nd down and 12 upcoming for the Bobcats, as it's going to be Goodman and George out to the right side, split out to the right side. And now they're going to send a man in motion. This is Lehman. Shotgun formation for Calvin Harris. Next to him is Jake Hush. As they snap and hand off to Hush, left side. He's going to cut back. He slipped up a little bit, fell forward back to up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for Hush, as it looks like he was brought down out there. Brought down by Tavian Sanchez. And a gain of 1 will be 3rd down and 11 for the Bobcats. Goodman and George. Goodman's going to come to the left side now. So it'll be Tyson and George split out to the left for the Bobcats. On the far side, it's going to be Drake George. Shotgun formation for Harris. He looks to pass. Plenty of time, waiting for something to open up. He's going to be dropped to the backfield, back to the 25-yard line. Tavian Sanchez, the 5'10", 165-pound senior, comes up and makes the stop. A loss of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up 4th and 17 for the Bobcats. Yeah, that's a tough possession there for the Bobcats. They just couldn't really get anything going after the loss of 2 on the first down play. Kind of set you back a little bit, but hopefully we can get a good punt off here and kind of flip the field.
So 4th down and 17. It'll be Zach Butcher to punt it away. Spiraling kick as fair catch called for out there by Derek Fitzgerald at the 42-yard line of Sergeant Bluff, and that is where they will start this next drive, 1st and 10. We're kind of just flipping the field here a little bit, and off that last drive, the Warriors are going to gain a couple from where they punted from that last possession. So still, we have not had a first down yet in this second half, and we're about 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the second half, as there's 7:50 to go here in quarter number 3. Shotgun formation. This is right. Thanks to Delperdang. Going deep again. They're looking for that deep ball. I tell you what, he throws a nice pass, but a little long on that one as he was looking for Fitzgerald. Colin Hogan on the coverage for the Bobcats that time. As it falls incomplete, it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And I was watching the coverage here, Jamie, and when it looked like they're trying to funnel things into the middle. They don't want to see those receivers, DeMoss and Groves, get to the sidelines here. They want to try and funnel everything in. You can even see Hogan facing us, or his back to us. So good strategy there by that Western Dubuque defense.
Right looks to pass. Left side got a man wide open. On the far side, it's Sam DeMoss. And it's going to be a pickup of 11 yards there. And it'll be enough for 1st down. Bryce Plussel on the coverage for the Bobcats. But that was Ludwig on the cover on the stop for the Bobcats. as it'll be first down and 10 from the Western Dubuque 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. Next to right is Delperding. They give to him. Right side, or up the middle. He bounces to the right. Carries down to the 39-yard line. As nice little run there. Gain of 8. Will bring up second down and 2. Nice running, piece of running there by Delperding, and it's second down and 2. 7:18 left to go. Third quarter, Bobcats lead 14-6. Shotgun formation. They give to Delperding a counter. He goes to the left, gets to the outside, and then he stops. Jason Simon Rustler and Sam Goodman combine on the stop after a gain of about a yard, and it'll bring up third down and 1 for the Warriors. Ball at the Western Dubuque 38.
You can tell Delperding really wants to get to that outside, Jamie. He wants to get where there's space. But he's actually had a little bit more success in the second half in his first 4 or 5 carries of kind of running between the tackles. So we'll see who wins that chess match.
Third down and 1 for the Warriors. We've seen them pass out of this situation. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to give it to Delperding up the middle, and he's hit. He's hit at the line and stopped. The Bobcats converged on him. He was unable to get to that first down marker. They're going to say it's no gain. They're going to keep it at the 38, but a whole host of Bobcats got in there. Let's see who was the first man to get to him was. He kind of ran into his own player there, but it's going to give credit to Justin Kleesner. As Kleesner made the stop, and it'll be fourth down and a yard to go for the Warriors. They will go for it. Might have lost a half a yard, so fourth and a yard and a half here for SPL. They send a man in motion. They give it to that man in motion. This is Fitzgerald. He's got enough for the first down. Down to the 33 of Western Dubuque. A gain of 5 on fourth down and 2, and Sergeant Bluff has the first down.
Yeah, it's kind of that jet sweep. They just handed it off, and Margalos just like he took it and scampered to 5 or 6. About 5 or 6 yards. He only needed the 1, so big fourth down conversion there by SPL.
So they have it at the Bobcat 33. First and 10. Right pitches to Delperding, right side. He gets down to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. That'll be a pickup of another 4 yards there. As Zach Butcher and Jake Hush combine on the stop there for the Bobcats. And a gain of 4 brings up second down and 6 at the Bobcat 29-yard line. Western Dubuque leading 14-6 with 5.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Right comes set. One man beside him is Delperding. They give to him up the middle again. And he's going to go down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards again there. As down to the 24, it'll be third down and 1 here. And, you didn't hear a lot of Delperding in that first half, Aaron, but it looks like maybe they were hiding him here for the second half as he's really kind of taking over. Just a 3-man front up here for the Bobcats. And you said before it was only a 2-man front. So and they're going to run on that all day as they give it to him again, and he's got enough. It looks like he's got enough for the first down. It's coming up. Looked like it was maybe Kleesner or Hush in there again. It was Jake Hush who came up and made the stop. I think they may measure this. I think yes. Excuse me, that was Jason Simon Rustler who made the stop for the Bobcats. That's the one thing when you get to the semifinal round, you get that nice video board that shows replays. You can correct yourself on who makes the tackles. As they're going to measure it here, it's ball's on about the 23-yard line. It was third and 1. It'll be a first down for Sergeant Bluff Luton. So the Warriors pick up a first down there. As for them, 10 first downs in this ballgame. As they have it at the 23 of Western Dubuque. 4:38 remaining in this third quarter. Bobcats with a 14-6 lead, but Sergeant Bluff Luton threatening here. So first and 10. Daniel Wright comes set, the junior, 6'6" junior. Quick pass right side. It's Connor Gross. He's got man-to-man on Plussel, and he makes Plussel kind of spin in circles there, and he's going to carry it down inside the 15. See where they place it. Looks like at about the 11-yard line, and that'll be another first down for Sergeant Bluff Luton. This one through the air, as they're showing that play on the video board, is some quick maneuvers there by Connor Groves, and Plussel couldn't come up with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 11 now. Right, comes set. Quick pass, left side again. It's DeMoss, and he's going to be drugged down by Goodman. Goodman grabbed a hold of his jersey and made a touchdown-saving hold on there as he was holding on for dear life, because if Goodman would have escaped that tackle, he would have went into the end zone, as they're down to the 4-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards there, and it's 2nd down and 4.
They're going back to what they did, Jamie, in the first half, trying to get it on the perimeter there and let their playmakers make plays. But they're sprinkling something, and they're doing a little bit more run in the second half than they were in the first, though.
2nd down and 4. Right comes set. They give to Delperdang up the middle, as it's going to be short. He's going to be down to about the 3-yard line. Jason Simon Ruffler came up and grabbed him by the feet as he went scampering through the line. It looks like they're going to be about a yard short of the first down. They still can get a first down, as with 3:15 left to go in quarter number 3, the Bobcats with an 8-point lead, as they going to call it 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 here for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Ball at the Western Dubuque 2-yard line. Right comes set, sends the man in motion. They're going to give to Delperdang right side, and he's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Britton Delperdang. Delperdang with the touchdown. And that's going to cut the Bobcat lead to 2, as it's now 12.
And good individual effort there by Delperdang. It looked like initially he wasn't going to make it, but officials saw the ball across the plane and put 6 on the board for SBL here to cut that Bobcat lead down to 2.
They will go for 2 here to try to tie this thing up with 2:50 left to go in this 3rd quarter. They will go for it. Delperdang in the backfield again. Daniel Wright, the quarterback, looking for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Connor Groves. The Sergeant Bluff Luton faithful want a penalty, but they will not get it. And the score remains 14-12. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at taukemotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
For your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support the Western Dubuque Bobcats, athletes, coaches, and fans.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around on their patio facing the Whitewater Park. Rio Blanco features daily specials and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Loker and Davis Law Office in Dyersville, proud to support the Western Dubuque football team and coaches. Good luck from Loker and Davis Law Office in Dyersville. Go Bobcats!
The Bobcats are going to need to get a little headstrong here if they want to fight off this surge by Sergeant Bluff Luton to start this second half, as the Bobcats still leading 14-12 as we welcome you back inside the Unidome. Jamie Vasky, Aaron Pleen back along with you. We want to thank our Beckman, or not Beckman, they played earlier today, as the Western Dubuque sponsors here. They are Bi-County Disposal Incorporated, Loker and Davis Law Firm, Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville, State Farm Insurance Direct, Massey Agency in Dyersville, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Dyersville. 14-12, Western Dubuque still with the lead. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. As they will kick off here, it'll be David Clausen. And deep to receive for the Bobcats. This is going to be Drake George, who's going to have it. It's going to go out of bounds. So it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty against Sergeant Bluff Luton. And they will bring it out to the 35-yard line. Aaron?
That touchdown drive, Jamie, by Sergeant Bluff Luton. 13 plays, 58 yards, took 5 minutes off the clock. So a pretty methodical drive there by the Warriors. Britton Delperding with a 2-yard touchdown run. They could not convert the 2-point conversion. So with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in this third quarter, the Bobcats lead 14-12.
I believe they're going to make them re-kick it. So they're going to back it up 5 yards on the kickoff. So they're going to back it up to the 35-yard line. Be kicking where the college kick gets kicked here. So now Drake George and Will Birds will move up a few yards here as well, as they stand at their own 15-yard line to get set to take this kick from David Clausen. Clausen with just one touchback on the season. And that's the second ball we've seen that he's kicked here tonight. Is in the opening kick, Aaron, that he had. He kind of kicked it over to the where Birds had to kind of pick it up near that out-of-bounds line. He's going to kick it to the right side again here. It'll be Birds from his own 20. As he's going to try to cut it up the field. He's got some room, 35-40. Cuts to the other side of the field. He's got some room. 45-50. Will Birds has one man to beat. They will not get it. An 80-yard touchdown return for Will Birds. No penalty markers. The Bobcats take a 20-12 lead. 80 yards. Will Birds on the kickoff return. Great decision by Justin Penner to decline that, or make him kick it over.
Absolutely, Jamie. And not only that, but great blocking. You saw the little wedge there, and he just took it right down the near hash here. And they got to about the 40, and he's like, I see something on the right there that he liked, and he just outran everybody. And that right there is how you answer a touchdown drive. You get the ball right back, and you don't even have to run a play. You just take it back on the kickoff return. Bobcats up 20-10 now, pending the extra point. As a new kicker will come on here this will be Brock Warner on to kick for the Bobcats. Out of the hold of Jeff Tyson. It's down, the kick is up, it is good. Bobcats lead 21-12. Here with 2:37 left to go in quarter number 3. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCA Sports.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
Back into the Unidome. Bobcats lead 21-12, 2:37 left to go. Third quarter, another pooch kick here by Ulrichs, and it's going to be caught and taken out of bounds at the 25-yard line by Sergeant Bluff Luton. That's coming up and making that catch for the Warriors was Caden Helt, and they will start 1st and 10 at their own 25. Bobcats with a 21-12 lead, 2:37 to go. Third quarter.
Well, Jamie, it wasn't a touchdown drive. It was a kickoff return. Will Bird with the 80-yard touchdown kickoff return following the Sergeant Bluff Luton touchdown. Bobcats did convert the extra point. So with 2:37, you're right. Bobcats up 21-12.
So Sergeant Bluff coming back after they scored their last possession as Wright looks to the left. He's going to throw it deep down the field looking for DeMoss, and it's going to be off the helmet. As Colin Hogan really didn't turn around, but he didn't have to, as he was in the right place, and he deflects that one away, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it was a great play. Like you said, Jamie, sometimes it's better to be in the right place, and he was. He was just where he was, and it's the timing of his getting his hands up and getting a hand in the face. DeMoss just pushed it away and forces a 2nd down now.
So 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation again for SBL. Daniel Wright with Delperdang next to him. They give to Delperdang right up the middle, and he meets the Bobcats defensive front as the first man to get to him was, there he is, Parker Schmidt, the first Bobcat in there to meet him at the line as Schmidt dropped him after no gain, and it will remain to be now 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors, while still at their own 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. The Bobcats lead 21-12.
Boy, and if you want to see this place explode, Jamie, watch. Hopefully the Bobcats can get a stop on 3rd down here.
Wright looks to pass. Looking across the middle. He's looking for Groves. Incomplete. Penalty marker in the backfield. As we'll see what that is. There's now a little pushing and shoving after the play between a couple of the linemen, as it's going to be hands to the face against Western Dubuque. It looks like that's the official call. Well, face mask. Yeah, that's going to be Jaden Kelleher with that penalty. And for the Bobcats, just their 2nd penalty of the game. They had 1 offensive penalty and now 1 defensive penalty, and that's going to give Sergeant Bluff Luton a 1st down. And they're going to bring it all the way out to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Ball at their own 40. Bobcats leading 21-12, 1:45 to go. 3rd quarter. Wright comes set. Next to him is Delperdang. They give to Delperdang right up the middle, and he's met at the line. This is not Delperdang, excuse me. Jake Hush makes the stop, but on the carry that time, it was Jorma Schwedler. Schwedler on the carry for the Warriors, and he's brought down by Hush. Schwedler, 51 carries, 233 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the season, 4.6 yards per carry for Jorma Schwedler as he remains in the backfield for them here. As we're not sure about Britton Delperdang. They give to Schwedler left side this time, trying to set the edge, and he can't get there. And it's just waiting for him out on the edge that time. We'll see who comes up out of that pile. Jason Simon Ressler, and it looks like Ben Dessalar, both there for the Bobcats. The first Bobcat that was there waiting for him tried to turned him back in was Dessalar, and Simon Ressler came in and finished him up. And that's just that physicality of Western Dubuque, Aaron.
You're right, physicality and great team defense. I mean, there's just nowhere for Schwedler to go. those Bobcat defenders, those front four or front three, and then those linebackers just doing a great job of flowing to the ball. And even as fast as some of these guys are, they're not able to get away from them.
The Bobcats stay full up to their feet. Quick pass left side or right side. This is Gross, and he stopped at the 41-yard line, a gain of 2. It was Ludwig on the stop. It was Ludwig for the Bobcats who dropped Connor Groves after a short gain. Or was it Ludwig or Butcher? It might have been Butcher on the stop for the Bobcats. It was Zach Butcher, and that's going to do it for quarter number 3. It'll be 4th and 9 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. When we come back, the Bobcats lead at 21-12. We'll bring you right back for the 4th quarter right after this. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts. Lucky Building Service in Manchester. 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. Riker Shoes is your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Back into the Unidome, 4th down and 9. Bobcats leading 21-12, trying to punch their ticket to the state finals. As they 4th and 9, it will be Sam DeMoss to punt away for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Yeah, he's going to run. Now he's going to punt it away. And a line drive will go out around the 20-yard line. And that is where, well, they're going to mark it at the 19. That is where the Bobcats will take over 1st and 10. So one more quarter here for the Bobcats. They just got to, as they get a good start, get a good chance here, getting the ball back, and a chance to, especially with their offense, Aaron, they're able to run so effectively 4 or 5 yards. They could eat a lot of this clock away here.
Well, you get a touchdown here, Jamie, and a touchdown and extra point that puts you up 16, and then now you're talking a tough 2 possessions. So, but first things first, the Bobcat, Coach Penner and this Bobcat team, you just kind of want to work the clock, get some first downs, kind of move the ball, flip the field a little bit, and work your way from there.
So 1st and 10, they send Hush in motion as Calvin Harris comes set shotgun. They're going to give to Hush right up the middle. He's going to carry out to the 20, go near the 24-yard line, and there's Hush again. Again, we talk about that, the 4 or 5 yards of carry as he brings it out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 5 as he's brought down out there. But brought down by Zach Schultz, and it'll be 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
5 yards, Jamie. I mean, it just gives you so much more to work with, and you can open up the playbook a little bit more when you get 5, 6, 7 yards of track.
And eat the clock away.
Yep.
They got the play clocks here in the dome. As you can tell, the Bobcats looking right at that. As down to 6, they're going to hand off to Hush again. A counter play. He's got it at the 30. That's going to be good for a Bobcat first down. Finally brought down out there by A.J. Ellington, but not before Jake Hush picks up the first down up to the 30-yard line. And another Bobcat first down.
And you're going to see heavy dose, Jamie. We talked about it. They leaned on that offensive line in the second half against North Scott, and it looks like they're doing it again, just opening up some holes and picking up 5, 6, 7 yards at a play.
As Hush comes set again, they're gonna keep letting this play clock run all the way down before they decide to run a play. They do it again here. Calvin Harris keeps it himself. 35, 40-yard line, 45. Nearing midfield, Calvin Harris. A first down run all the way out. A gain of 20 yards out to midfield. And the Bobcats pick up another first down.
Well, and now you're at midfield, Jamie, and now you talk about the clock, and they're just doing a great job. This offensive line is just, they continue to open up big holes for these running backs and Cal Harris, and just doing a great job holding their block until the ball carriers are getting through, and then the running backs and Harris are doing the rest.
Bobcats looking to get back to the state championship, just the second time in school history. Their last time was back in 01, where they were the state champions back in 2001. As they give to Hush here on 1st and 10. He cuts it up at the 45, 40 yards, near the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 42. A gain of 8 yards there by Jake Hush. And another nice piece of running there, as really just kind of, you can see really no answer from Sergeant Bluff Luton here.
Not right now. And you can see the hands are on the hips and the body language. I think the Bobcats can see that, and they're getting a good push up front, and might as well keep going with what got you there and just keep moving people around.
Second down and 2 upcoming. As taking their time once again, 6 seconds to go on the play clock. Harris comes set. He's going to run it again, and Calvin Harris is going to sneak out of a pile and tripped up. As he's tripped up out there, coming up and making the stop was Drew Matheson. And Matheson, he's still down on the field. As he might have got the wind knocked out of him. It looked like he took a shoe from Calvin Harris right in the chest as he made that tackle. But it is a first down run for Calvin Harris, and the Bobcats have it 1st and 10 at the Sergeant Bluff Luton 37-yard line. And with the injured Sergeant Bluff Luton player down on the field, we will take another short break. Don't forget, stay tuned after the game for the Okoboji Grill post-game show, brought to you by Okoboji Grill in Independence, where good friends meet. Bobcats lead at 21-12, 9:24 to go, fourth quarter, and we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today, and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Bobcats lead 21-12, 9:24 left to go in this ball game. The Bobcats have a 1st and 10. Jamie Batsky, Aaron Plain back along with you from inside the Unidome. Bobcats have it at the Sergeant Bluff Luton 37-yard line. As Calvin Harris comes set, shotgun formation. As their play clock and game clock both running here. As Harris, it will take the snap. The handoff to Hush up the middle. He's down to the 35, out to the 30, trying to get to the edge. Now he cuts back down to the 27-yard line. 28-yard line. They're going to mark him down. And that's going to be a gain of 9 yards there for Jake Hush. for a team that's trying to just run as much clock, they're picking up 8, 9, 10 yards a carry, and they're just refusing to go down, even though they're trying to eat some of this clock away. They lead 21-12 to the Bobcats here with 8.5 minutes to go in the ball game. As Hush is still in the backfield here. As Calvin Harris, he stands just behind Calvin Harris, off to his left a little bit as they send Lehman in motion from right to left. Shotgun formation for Calvin Harris. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They give it to Hush again. He's got it at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. And right at the 25-yard line for Jake Hush, as it's Cole Garrett who made the stop for the Warriors that time. And they move the chains once again. And for the Bobcats, the 8th first down on the ground. They've had 4 through the air and 3 by penalty in this ballgame. So it's a great job picking up first downs when you need them. 15 first downs in this ballgame for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's just you're getting to the point now, Jamie, where you're under 8 minutes to go here, and every time the Bobcats run a play, it's taking about half a minute, 45 seconds off the clock. So very advantageous if you're a Bobcat fan.
As Harris is going to take it himself, 25-yard line down to the 23, it looks like they're going to mark it. That'll be a gain of 2 by Calvin Harris. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats. And I guess I don't know at which point you start calling timeouts here if you're Sergeant Bluff Luton and Coach Justin Smith.
Well, and they just blew the whistle for the play clock, and now Bobcats are gonna be under 7 minutes now when they run the 2nd down play.
2nd down and 8. They have it at the Sergeant Bluff Luton 23. Harris comes set. Shotgun formation, pressure coming from the right, and he's going to be sacked. As coming up and making the stop that time, they brought one of the men from the outside. As coming up and making that stop was Corey Bates. As he dropped, he caught him off guard as he came streaking off that corner, dropped him for a loss of 7, and it'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Bobcats. Ball now back to the SBL 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there by Harris of securing the ball, too. He kind of had it like he was going to go back and drop for kind of cock and throw, and he then saw it immediately and tucked it under and kept possession. So big 3rd down here for the Bobcats.
3rd and 15. Harris, shotgun formation, 6:10 left to go. Bobcats lead 21-12. Drake George down to the 15. At the 10. 5. Drake George. A 30-yard touchdown reception from Calvin Harris. And with that, the Bobcats go up 27-12 with 6 minutes remaining in the ballgame.
Man, and George did a nice job, Jamie, just finding the soft spot in there of that SPL defense, and then Harris threw a perfect pass to him and extends that lead now to 27-12. As it will be Brock Warner on to attempt the extra point for Drake George. What a day he's had receiving. 6 receptions, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns. As Warner's extra point is up, it is good. Bobcats lead 28-12 with 6 minutes remaining in this ball game. And with that, we will take a break and come right back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
For all of your fertilizer, seed, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at Nutrient Ag Supply in Dyersville. Good luck to the Western Dubuque Bobcats from everyone at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Dyersville.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back inside the Unidome, along with in-studio producer Austin West. Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Plain back along with you. Bobcats lead 28-12 here with 6 minutes left to go in this contest as Gabe Ulrichs will kick off for the Bobcats. As he comes out with another short kick, it'll be Sam DeMoss from his own 18-yard line as he cuts it back up the middle, and DeMoss is going to be run down by the Bobcats at about the 32, 33-yard line.
That touchdown drive, Jamie, by the Bobcats, 10 plays, 81 yards, took 6 minutes off the clock. So a great methodical drive there by the Bobcats. Drake George with the 30-yard touchdown pass or reception from Calvin Harris with the extra point puts the Bobcats up now 28-12 with 5:54 to go here in the ballgame.
And again, just a reminder, we'll have EDCO football for you as they take part in the semifinals tomorrow. Semifinals tomorrow, taking on AHSTW of Oka. And of course, we'll have the coaches' corner for you on Saturday as well at 9 o'clock with EDCO head football coach James Rochford. Bobcats come set on defense, just rushing to a quick pass to DeMoss. Sam DeMoss on the left side for SCL, and it's going to be a gain of 8 as Daniel Wright found him, and he's dropped at the 40-yard line. Again, a pickup of 8 brings up 2nd down and 2.
Get ready if you're that Western Dubuque defense. It's going to be up tempo now. Time's ticking for SBL, so they're going to be looking to get a lot of yards in a short amount of time.
Wright comes set, throws to the right side. This is going to be Navarcole, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Great tackle over there by Colin Hogan. Colin Hogan has had a fantastic game for the Bobcats. Caught up there by Tristan Navarcole, and he looked like he was going to get the edge. And coming up and making the huge tackle there quick was Colin Hogan. I thought he maybe got a face mask, but he just pulled him down by the shoulder, by the jersey.
After getting blocked, I mean, immediately he broke free from the block and grabbed the jersey and yanked him down.
You're outside on a night like tonight. That would be a little cold on the fingers grabbing a hold of that. They're going to pitch it. This is going to be Frederickson. Excuse me. Derek Fitzgerald. I drew a complete blank on his name right there. He's going to be dropped at the 40-yard line. No gain on the play. As we saw that from him earlier. Jake Hush was right there to get the credit for the tackle. As Wright looks to pass right side, as it's going to be caught by Fitzgerald this time. I didn't forget there. As he's out to the 46, that'll be a 1st down for Sergeant Bluff Luton. This one through the air, and a 1st down for the Warriors up to their own 46-yard line now. 4:15 left to go in the ball game. Bobcats with a 16-point lead. It's 28-12. Wright looks to pass. Left side looking for DeMoss, and incomplete. Sam DeMoss, the intended receiver, and guess who? We just mentioned him, Colin Hogan on the coverage once again. Has played outstanding in coverage and in the open field tackles all game long.
Absolutely, and it looked like for a second there, I thought maybe there was offensive pass interference there. I could see Fitzgerald looked like he grabbed it, DeMoss grabbed Hogan's jersey and was trying to prevent him from maybe getting the interception. But nonetheless, Jamie, you're right. That Colin Hogan has played a fantastic football game for the Bobcats tonight.
Shotgun formation. 2nd down and 10 for SBL. Wright looks to pass, left side, a double move by the receiver that time. Now he's going to come across the middle, hit, and incomplete. It was caught momentarily by Connor Groves. Groves made the catch, but he was hit right as he caught that ball. Looked like it was Will Birds who came up and laid a hit on him, knocking that and jarring that ball loose. It was Will Birds. Jars that ball out of there with the contact there, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And listen to this Bobcat.
This is awesome.
Wright comes set. He looks to throw here on 3rd and 10. He's going deep, and nobody home. An incomplete pass. Looked like he was looking for Fitzgerald, but he overshot everybody. Colin Hogan was there again for the Bobcats, and it falls incomplete. and it'll be 4th down and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton.
You know, the thing is, it's not like the Bobcats have gotten to Wright a whole lot tonight. It's not like they're putting extreme pressure and flushing him out. It's just he just has nowhere to throw the ball. The secondary for Western Dubuque has done a fantastic job of just covering up the guys and not giving Wright any windows to throw.
4th and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Wright looks to throw. He's going to look deep again. Steps up across the middle. He's got a man wide open, and it's going to be Groves at the 40 of Western Dubuque. Or was that Fitzgerald again? That was Fitzgerald on the catch there. As Drake George makes the stop, a gain of 16 yards there, or excuse me, 14 yards. And it's a 1st down for Sergeant Bluff Luton. They go quickly back to work. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Western Dubuque 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A pump fake again. Now rolling and looking for a man deep is Wright. He avoids one Western Dubuque tackler. Now he's going to take off and run it himself. Runs out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out as he just headed out of bounds at about the 31-yard line of Western Dubuque. A couple of yards short of a 1st down, and it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, again, just nowhere to go with the ball. He wants guys to go deep, and Western Dubuque intelligently and wisely are playing center field, playing guys back, knowing that that's what Sergeant Bluff Luton wants. They want to hit the home run. So this great team defense here by the Bobcats. 3:28 to go in the game. Bobcats lead 28-12. 2nd and 2. Wright looks to pass. Screen pass set up. It's Fitzgerald across the middle. He's got it at the 25. Cuts down, and he's going to be brought down at the 24-yard line. Will Bird makes the stop for the Bobcats, but it will be enough for another Sergeant Bluff Luton 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10. Warriors at the Bobcat 24-yard line. Yeah, pretty good play call there by SBL. You knew that the Bobcats are going to try and pin their ears back a little bit and come after Wright, and offensive lineman just let the defenders go through, and he dumped it off.
Wright looks to pass, going deep into the end zone, looking for DeMoss, and it's caught! What a catch by Sam DeMoss. A 24-yard touchdown reception to Moss. And it's going to make the score 28-18. What an effort and athletic play there by Sam DeMoss.
Yeah, nice job there fighting off the defender, Hogan. Yep, Colin Hogan there did a nice job there, kind of fending him off and calling it in for the touchdown.
So they will go for 2 here to try to make it a 1-score game. It's 28-18 here with 3:09 left to go in this ball game. Daniel Wright comes set, looking to his right. He's got a man there. It's going to be incomplete. Connor Groves had it, and then he dropped it. And the 2-point conversion is no good. Bobcats lead 28-18, 3:08 remaining here in quarter number 4. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all of your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties. Go Bobcats!
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vasky from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester or call 927-2232.
Locher and Davis Law Office in Dyersville, proud to support the Western Dubuque football team and coaches. Good luck from Locher and Davis Law Office in Dyersville. Go Bobcats!
Back inside the Unidome, 8:02 here. As you're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football here on KMCH, Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, and it looks like Western Dubuque wants a timeout as we come out of the touchdown. Bobcats lead 28. There's 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter, and an onside kick upcoming for Sergeant Bluff Luton.
And that touchdown drive, Jamie, by Sergeant Bluff Luton, 11 plays, 68 yards. Took 2 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock. Sam DeMoss with a 24-yard touchdown reception. The Warriors could not convert on the two-point conversion. So, as you said, with 3:08 to go, 3:08 to go in the football game, the Bobcats lead 28-18.
And, you know, we were talking about Coach Justin Smith from Sergeant Bluff Luton not calling any of those timeouts on Western Dubuque's last drive. Might turn out, could pay dividends here as he still has all 3 timeouts remaining with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left and only down by 10 as it's 28-18. And now we'll see what Sergeant Bluff does here as it looks like it is going to be David Clausen to kick this one off. And as he is going to kick an onside kick, it's going to be caught by one of the Western Dubuque. It's Will Bird, and he's going to do it again. Will Bird, another touchdown return off the kickoff. Bobcats lead 34-18 with 3:02 left to go in this ball game.
He got it, and all the Sergeant Bluff Luton players had ran by him, and when he caught it, he just saw nothing but green ahead of him, and he's like, just going to take that in for the 50-yard kickoff return.
50-yard kickoff return for Will Bird, his second of the night. And the Bobcats lead 34-18 as Brock Warner will be on to attempt the extra point for the Bobcats. The kick is up. It is good. Bobcats lead 35-18. With only 6 seconds off the clock from that last score of Sergeant Bluff Luton. And with that, we will take another break as well. You're listening to Western Dubuque postseason football from KMCH Sports.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Back into the Unidome, Bobcats lead 35-18. So instead of getting the ball back and running a bunch of time off, the Bobcats, Will Bird, decides to just add another score after taking that onside kick attempt in for a 50-yard touchdown. And now kicked by Ulrich there. Ulrich, is going to be returned by Sergeant Bluff Luton out to the 35-yard line. As looks like he's brought down by Zach Butcher there. Bobcats lead 35-18, 2:54 remaining. Again, that kick. It was David Clausen, with the trying to hit the onside kick. Will Birds took it right at midfield, and nobody attempted to tackle him. I think they all thought the ball was going to get past him. They didn't even attempt to touch him, and he picks it up and runs 50 yards for the touchdown. Bobcats lead 35-18. Now Daniel Wright with two receivers to his left, one to the right. He's going to hand off. This is Delperdang, as he's trying to get to the outside and can't, as he's going to carry forward for a gain of a couple there. He's out to the 38-yard line as Bobcats come up and make the stop. Looked like it was Dessler on the stop. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. As Wright looks to pass, he's directing traffic now, looking across, and it's going to be a little dump off as he checks down. Looks like Delperdang makes the catch there for the Warriors. That's coming up and making the stop for the Bobcats was Jaden Kelleher.
Yeah, but just not short by a yard there, and so the clock continues to go, Jamie. And we're at 2 minutes right now, and the Bobcat football team just continues to keep rolling.
Third down and 1. Quick pass left side, and it's going to be caught at the Western Dubuque 45-yard line, as that's DeMoss. Jake Hush on the stop for the Bobcats, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for Sergeant Bluff Luton. Minute and 50 seconds left to go here. Bobcats with a 35-18 lead. As Wright comes set, looking to pass here. Across the middle, it's going to be intercepted. It's intercepted. Zach Butcher off the hands of Connor Groves, and Zach Butcher picks it off, and the Bobcats will take over at their own 29-yard line, and that should seal it for the Bobcats. If not being up 3 scores didn't do it, getting the interception with a minute 39 to go in the ball game certainly did.
Well, and you got to figure, Jane, you had one coming because it's
as some boos on this side of the field on the SBL side, as it looked like on the scoreboard, the video review looked like they may not have agreed with that interception. They thought it was down, but no replay in high school football. As 1:39 left to go, the Bobcats will take over here, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it to Hush off the left side as he's going to push forward, and he's going to come all the way out to the 39-yard line. Almost, they're going to give him the 38. It'll be a yard short of the 1st down, and that's the thing. You give it to Hush thinking he's just going to run down he's just going to run out some clock, but you never know. He might just break one of those loose as well, as some of the seniors checking out for Sergeant Bluff Luton. As 2nd down and 1 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, their Bobcats are just
minute left to go, 35-18, as they're going to let it go down as Calvin Harris is going to take the snap with 4 seconds left to go on the play clock to give us to Hush. 1st down, Bobcats, and that'll do it. That will do it, as he's going to be brought down by Sergeant Bluff Luton's Drew Matheson. And a 1st down there, and the Bobcats looks like they'll have to run one more play here, as they've yet to start the play clock.
Call timeout. Yeah,
they're going to start the play clock here with 45 seconds left to go in the ball game, and Calvin Harris lines up the Bobcats for victory formation here, and that'll do it.
Yeah.
Calvin Harris takes a knee. Any good official will let this run down to 25 seconds before he starts the play clock. There it is. The Bobcats will not have to run another play, as they will win this game 35-18 and advance to the state championship where they will face the winner of Cedar Rapids Xavier and Lewis Central. As Coach Penner and the Western Dubuque Bobcats back to the championship game for the first time since 2001 when they were the Class 3A state champions.
If you are in need of rental equipment such as skid loaders, high-reach forklifts, and man lifts, contact Jason at Moyle Rental Services or check out our website at moylerentalservices.com. Moyle Rental Services of Manchester wishes all area athletes and coaches the best of luck.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
For your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support the Western Dubuque Bobcats, athletes, coaches, and fans.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
And welcome in to the Okoboji Grill postgame show, brought to you by Okoboji Grill in Independence. If you're looking for great food and a unique atmosphere, then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet. Western Dubuque getting back to the state finals in Class 3A for the first time since 2001. They were the state champions back in 2001, and they get back there here again tonight with a 35-18 win over Sergeant Bluff Luton. The number one team RPI-wise, Sergeant Bluff Luton, as the Bobcats take them down here tonight in impressive fashion, Aaron.
Absolutely, Jamie. And if you look at the stats, you're going to think, wow, Sergeant Bluff Luton, almost 100 yards more in total offense. But some big plays in this game tonight, Jamie. You had 2 kickoff returns by Western Dubuque. Will Birds with both of them, an 80-yard and a 50-yard kickoff return for touchdowns. And that right there is probably the difference in the football game. But great job by this defense. You know, the Western Dubuque defense stepped up again. The offense continued to grind out yards. And when it's all said and done, it equated to a 35-18 win for the Western Dubuque Bobcats.
Absolutely, as the Bobcats defense, Aaron, all night long, just playing hard-nosed physical football. And then offensively, when you think a team is just going to run some clocks, they come out and they keep scoring. They not because they were trying to run up the score. They were that much better. As you want to hear the Bobcats fans one more time here before they give way to Cedar Rapids Xavier. But Aaron, just an outstanding defensive performance tonight by the Bobcats.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. When it's all said and done, Western Dubuque, 255 yards of total offense, 150 of that on the ground, just a great job, and 105 passing. For SBL, only 81 yards rushing, and that's holding the third number 3 running back or number 3 rushing tailback in Class 3A to 55 yards on 21 carries. So when it's all said and done, Jake Hush led the way for the Bobcats, 17 carries for 100 yards. Cal Harris, 13 carries, 43 yards. So just a great overall performance. Drake George, six receptions, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So doing it through the air, doing it on the ground, and doing it defensively and special teams. So all three phases Bobcats get it done, move on to next week's championship game.
Well, partner, you're going to be with us. You're going to join us tomorrow, so we'll get your Hawkeye pick. We'll save that for tomorrow. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the Edco Vikings taking on AHSTW, Aaron.
Looking forward to it, buddy, and can't wait to hopefully get win number 2 tomorrow for the Edco Vikings.
And speaking of the Edco Vikings, they will be our next coverage here on KMCH. Is all of our area coverage schools in volleyball all eliminated from the tournament, so no state title chances for our area volleyball teams tomorrow. So John Swisher will join Aaron and me for the call of Edco and AHSTW tomorrow, starting at around 12:45 with our pregame coverage, and then kickoff at probably 1:06 for the that game between Edco and AHSTW. Want to thank that's going to do it for the Okoboji Grill postgame show, brought to you by Okoboji Grill in Independence. If you're looking for great food and a unique atmosphere, then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet. And that is going to do it for us here tonight. Want to thank the sponsors of high school football here on KMCH, and of course our extra Western Dubuque postseason sponsors for tonight's coverage, as they include Bi-County Disposal Incorporated, Loker and Davis Law Firm, Meyer Mechanical, the State Farm Insurance, the Rex Massey Agency in Dyersville, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Dyersville. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. As, again, thanks to those sponsors, we encourage you to please get out there and shop locally. I want to thank Austin West for joining us here, or for running the board for us this evening, and most of all, thank you, the listeners. So for my partner, Aaron Pleen, this is Jamie Vasky saying good night from the Unidome, where once again the final, the Western Dubuque Bobcats, 35, and the Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors, 18. You've been listening to Western Dubuque postseason football on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.